Finally, I'm done with editing. When was I supposed to post this anyway? Oh, yikes. Ultrakill is one of those games where you come across and you either love it or hate it. For my case, it's, Oh, big guy! You're already dead! You wanna get a listen? Burn, all of you! Burn! You fell right into my trap! Ow. Yeah, I don't think I'm too sane. Just put me in the rubber room already, bro. But all jokes aside, this game is really fun. As if you couldn't tell by the manic laughter. I have never had this much fun in a boomer shooter in my entire life, and it has such an extensive skill ceiling to the point that the gameplay you just saw is merely a scratch on the iceberg to whatever skill the average player on this game would have. And it sometimes terrifies me how much these players could simply humble the out of you. But that isn't the only thing that I came here to talk about. I came to talk about the one difficulty that everyone in that game apparently aspires to perfect, and how I got troubled beating that difficulty. This is Ultrakill Brutal Mode. Well, let's get started. Brutal Mode. Alright, so we're starting with Prelude. This layer was particularly pretty easy considering that I had the full arsenal already from P ranking, violent, and standard beforehand. The majority of this layer was just nothing but filth, schisms, and strays, but it wasn't too much of a problem considering that they could all just be killed by having a glass pane under their feet broken or just getting knuckle blasted. It was pretty much just a breeze. At the parry tutorial, it was pretty funny just seeing all of them explode. And that's the end of level 1. Waiter! Oh, waiter! More 2-frame gameplay, please! After beating level 2 and dying repeatedly to a schism on level 3, and after a small amount of sugarcoating later, level 4 wasn't too hard to plow through either after beating Maurice's face in aggressively. We reach Prelude's long-awaited climax. Cerberus. Now just to let you know, Cerberus isn't as hard as his own, he's a pretty easy enemy to kill, with just one cannonball taking him out, but in Brutal Mode, he has a few buffs. Reading off the wiki here, he has a massive health buff, from the usual 80 to 120, making him more annoying to kill in his boss form. On top of that, their shockwaves are doubled when they stomp, and they perform their dash twice now. Akita, what are you feeding them? For this, and it resulted in me dying a few times. Oh, would you look at that? They're already dead. I'll tell you what is a little bit anticlimactic, but we're already done with the prelude, so let's move on to the next layer.
Lady, heal me tonight, 'cause my feeling is just so right.
I don't even know where to start with you. I mean, do you even know who you're talking to?
Never would I have expected a quite literal ADHD depiction in a game that's about killing demons in hell. Seriously, these guys move around so fast, the only way you could actually kill them properly is by having god tier aim or just using your coins. These guys have been a nuisance the entirety of the act and the entirety of the game. I don't even know what to say. These guys dead immediately, jailed, banished, exiled, immediately destroyed.
Ooh, look! New gun!
Anyway, Limbo wasn't too different aside from the fact that the drones had a massive speed buff, and it was mostly the same set of enemies with the new addition of the street cleaner and Cerberus being more common enemies. Those were my thoughts for Limbo, and now I'll just leave you to enjoy the montage. Wait, where's the boss? Oh! We're not doing this again. Here, have some soap. At the end of Limbo, in this small encased arena, you get to fight none other than their own kind, which is V2, a model that was made before you that was quite literally designed to make V1's production cheaper. Basically, Ultrakill lore drop, V2 was designed as a prototype to make up for the costs of V1's development when the onset of the New Peace program demanded that all weapons of war, including V1's prototype and V2's prototype, to be removed after the war ended. Now, V2 was marketed and designed for the peacetime applications for security, and instead of using V1's blood-absorbing plating, it basically used standard plating, so it was a normal, boring robot. So, people saw that this robot was a little too expensive and saw that drones were a lot more easier to buy. V2 ended up failing to get as much popularity as drones, so there was only one model made, which was the one seen in game. Anywho, that concludes Limbo, and now we're on to Lust. Well, this should be the last skull. Hopefully I can finish off Lust easily. What the fuck? Now before I get flattened like a pancake, I'll introduce you to Lust's final boss, which is the corpse of King Midas. I find it really funny that they'll be giving us more normal bosses, and then they're just gonna give us an entire skyscraper and tell us, yeah, brother, we're supposed to fight that. With all due respect, I am 4 foot tall next to this behemoth of a king. Because holy, what did they feed you? You are big. How? How? What am I supposed to do? Me to exterminate people. What role am I playing here? The victim? But after a few minutes of experimenting and sugarcoating later, I did manage to get past the boss, and that concludes Rust.
Gonna f my way through college. You want the liquid, spill the liquid empty. Ringing the rings. I'm gonna sleep 'cause you live in my daydreams.
Your choice is made. As the righteous hand of the Father, I shall rend you apart. Behold, the power of an angel!
At long last, we reach Act 1's final boss, Gabriel, the Judge of Hell. Gabriel is an archangel known to hold between right and wrong. He's a very fast-paced enemy, especially in brutal mode since he's already got a speed buff, and a new tactic where he would just spawn a lot of swords around him, leading to, whenever you get close to him, basically getting chainsawed to death. Gabriel wasn't too much of an issue. It mainly took me around 5-6 tries, but it was pretty fun reenacting the cinematic again. Now, I'll leave you all to the ending of Act 1. There's no way. It's still alive? We're met with none other than V2. In the same encased area where we fought him last time, this time it's in a whole temple as V2 managed to salvage enough materials to build himself a new arm called the Whiplash. Now, the second fight of V2 wasn't half as bad as the first one. It wasn't too much of a difference in difficulty, aside from the fact that now he could throw coins and basically throw nail barrages now. It was pretty fun. It gave me like a new sense of challenge, especially now that he can actually enrage, so it was more competitive in general. After escaping Limbo, V2 decided that he wouldn't take that loss and he took it personally. And basically, the guy went and got himself a bunch of buffs, and then he came back in greed, sitting and aura farming on the throne, waiting until V1 pulls up and then just dies again. After being absolutely smushed to the ground, that concludes the greed layer, and we now have a new arm called the Whiplash. Hey, pop quiz. What happens when you put 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom? You're right, water.
Machine, I know you're here. I can smell the insolent stench of your blood-stained hands. I'll beat you down. Come to Limbo, lust, all gone. Gluttony soon to follow. Your kind know nothing but hunger, purged all life on the upper layers, and yet they remain unsatiated. As to you, you've taken everything from me, machine, and now all that remains is perfect hatred.
Oh shoot, wait, listen, we can talk about this, calm down, it was just for content, please, calm down, holy sh**, And we finally reached the end of Act 2, with Gabriel being the final boss of the Heresy layer. Now, Gabriel, when he got his ego hurt in Gluttony, he decided to prepare himself and do the same thing that V1 did, skip ahead in hell, and then wait for V1 down there. Now, unfortunately for this little guy, he got killed quite fast. Even though I wanted the fight to last a little longer, he just got immediately killed. So I guess that concludes Heresy, and yeah, we're done. Damn! That's really bright. Why they hitting the JoJo poses? Gonna leave now? You know, this level's been an awful quiet. I wonder if I'm in danger. And I thought drones were bad in terms of speed. These guys are at a terrifying level of speed. It isn't a boomer shooter game anymore. This is genuinely a horror game. I do not know what was going on in the minds of the developers, but I love it. This layer has been, so far, my favorite throughout every single difficulty throughout this entire game. The music, the enemies, the sheer new level of difficulty this layer alone unlocks just leaves me absolutely baffled. The layer from top to bottom is just a sheer masterpiece. I don't think it could have gotten any better at all. Though the difficulty didn't really change it as much as I thought it would be in Brutal. It's basically still the same layer, yet it sometimes still terrifies me. Anywho, with my commentary done, I'll leave you to the final montage of the video. After God knows how long I've been playing that game for, we're finally done with violence. And that concludes our video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Toodles!